I used to date this girl. Let's call her Kim. We broke up and things remained relatively amiable between the two of us. I started dating someone else and she did the same, so we pretty much lost contact. Fast forward a few years. My girlfriend broke up with me, and one day Kim and I randomly started talking on social media. We decided to hang out and have a drink to catch up, totally just as friends. We have some drinks and she starts to open up about how she wants to break up with her boyfriend, but she is afraid to. She starts telling me about how she is literally afraid for her life. I think she is just being dramatic, and so I laugh it off. She tells me that it is a serious matter and literally tells me, "No, you don't understand. If he showed up right now and saw us hanging out together, he would kill both of us." This freaks me out a little bit, so I decided it was time to leave. She begged me not to leave. We hugged and she latched on to me. I have never experienced that feeling in my life, the feeling that someone needed my presence to feel safe against an actual threat to their life. Still, I wrote it off as her being overdramatic. 2 days later, her boyfriend shot her in the head with a shotgun and then turned it on himself. Murder/suicide while I was sitting at home living my life without a care in the world. I know I shouldn't blame myself, but I cannot shake the feeling that I could have done something. I should have taken her more seriously, but here we are. I'm still alive and she is not. Still beats me up to this day, 10-ish years later. Edit. Well, this certainly generated more responses than I expected. Thank you for the people that took the time to say a few kind words, but I think I need to clarify a bit. I feel like I did a bit of a bad job telling the story. The way she told me was done so casually that it was very hard to take her seriously. She was seemingly laughing it off as much as I was. This wasn't a meeting set up by her to beg for my help. She wasn't crying or pleading for me to do anything. It was just something we talked about. I didn't immediately, although it was shortly after, leave after she told me and run away expecting to be killed. We had a few more beers and went on to talk about other things. Out of a few hours of hanging out, the exchange I was telling you guys about took about 5 minutes. It's only looking back at it in hindsight that makes me feel like I should have taken her more seriously. It wasn't until she gave me the hug and asked me to stay a little while longer with her that I started to think there was something to be worried about. I feel like I shouldn't have used the word begged. That was probably a poor choice of words, and I get the feeling some of you are imagining some poor girl on her knees bawling her eyes out pleading for my help. Honestly, I wish that would have been the case, so I would have taken her more seriously. As to all the people telling me I should feel bad, yes, you're right, and I agree with you. I do feel bad. I believe the point of me telling the story was to explain that I feel bad. I told her parents the same thing I just told all of you, and they told me not to blame myself, but part of me always will. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and go see a therapist. Turns out I might have Asperger's. Thanks for the advice, strangers.